because U.S. goes into the third. They get a lot of energy coming out early in that period. They get the go-ahead goal from Heller, and then the final tally there from Evan Kruger for the final margin. And being able to do that had a lot to do with the way that they played in the defensive zone there, especially in the second period. Again, after losing 7-2 to St. Ignatius last Saturday at Brooklyn, I think this was one that U.S. absolutely had to have, and they were able to get it. But this is only part of the process. With as tight as the GLHL standings are right now, this is step one. Step two is a huge rivalry game as I record this tomorrow night against Gilmore. You know the Lancers are going to come in fired up for that, and you know what they're capable of in the defensive zone when they're on. They had that big upset win earlier in the year against St. Edward. Goaltender Michael Bridges was outstanding in that hockey game, and if they can bring that kind of energy into the defensive zone tomorrow against U.S., that should be an interesting game. But then step three is a biggie for the Preppers. Next Saturday, at the Pond against St. Ignatius. And to be honest, I think that's their game of the season, and here's why. Going into the Cleveland Cup and going into the Kent District, you need to go into that with a much better showing against arguably the best team in the state. And if there's a better hockey team in the state right now than St. Ignatius, I would be honored to see it. But the way things look on paper right now, and you look at that team, I think the Wildcats are the best team in Ohio going right now. If U.S. can put on a really good showing, a better showing against St. Ignatius in that game, I think that'll really bode well for their chances going into the postseason, going into the Cleveland Cup at Strongsville, going into the Kent District. They need a big performance there, but they definitely mastered part one of the process, which was going into St. Edward and playing well, and they did in a 3-1 win over the Eagles on Friday night.